Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So I am in the home ed room in our house where all the books are, where the kids do some of their work, and I thought I'd show you, well, I'm meant to be tidying it, but yeah, I'll do that in a bit. So yeah, I thought I'd start doing a few videos about different books that we've got. So a range of history, geography, science, different things like that, because there's so many books out there, and when you're home educating it can get a bit overwhelming of which ones to get, but there's some absolutely gorgeous books. I mean, we've got way too many and we haven't really looked through half of them, but some of them are really nice and some of them we prefer more than others. But yeah, I'm going to show you 5 books. So when you start learning about a certain topic, it's a bit overwhelming because there's so much stuff that you could learn about and you just think, where do I start? With Kieran Gabriel, we actually started by teaching them the continents, and we went from there really. We did the main countries in each continent and the different food, the weather, cultures, different things like that, and we went from there, and then whatever they were interested in more, we expanded that. So I'm going to start with a book from Levison Wood, and if you don't know who he is, he's quite famous. I'm not sure if he's famous around the world, but especially in the UK. He's actually from down the road from us. His parents still live just round the corner from where I live, in a little village, and yeah, he is like an explorer, a little bit like Bear Grylls, but I don't think he eats weird stuff like him. But yeah, he's been on loads of adventures around the world, so he's got a book which is Incredible Journeys, and he puts his information in of where he's been and where he's travelled. So yeah, he does also speak about other famous people and where they've been on their adventures. But yeah, it's quite nice because he has actually been to many countries around the world, and he wants to now encourage kids to follow their dreams if they want to travel, see a bit of the world, or go on adventures and things like that. So yeah, it's a really nice book, really nicely illustrated. It's got maps, it's got loads of information and also stories from his adventures, but like stories going back to ancient times. So they had like Alexander the Great there, things about like the Vikings, so it's that kind of thing. And then he's got like how to be an explorer, so you can start small by going on little adventures, and he talks about when he was younger and he went to the Peak District, which has got some amazing walks not far from where we live. So yeah, telling you how to start even when you're little, so that would be good for an adventurer. If you've got an adventurous kid, you can teach them how to read a map, read a compass and things like that. Basically it's about famous travellers, so we've got Columbus, Drake, Captain James Cook. So that's mainly people a bit like him in history. So you got history in there as well, but yeah, mainly geography. So that's that one, which we absolutely love. Then we've got this one. So as you'll know from my accent, we live in the UK, and this is probably one of my favourite books we've ever bought. I just love these maps when they put these little drawings on. Just makes them so more interesting and colourful, and yeah, so this book, I like this because, so if I show you where we live, so we live in Staffordshire, they've got all the counties in there. It's quite a thick book, and it's just got loads of little things that is in that area. So it's got everything you can think of. So it starts with like famous faces who are from the area, so it can be actors. So we've got like Daniel Craig, we've got Paula Radcliffe, Samuel Johnson, and so it's teaching the kids like who comes from the same area as them and what they went on to do. So whether it be an actor or did they discover something, did they make something, design something. It's got famous buildings like castles and country houses, basically what it's famous for, that area. So the kids have learnt so much. They did a massive study last year on the UK, and they learnt so much about our country, because we didn't know anything about our country, and the kids said we want to learn about our country. They'd done loads about the Egyptians and different things like that, but we didn't know much about, we knew about a little bit about our county, but we were even learning stuff about where we lived. So it even talks about the monkey forest, which is where we've been in one of our videos, if you have a look on my videos. So it's just like 5-10 minutes drive down the road. So it's all famous places like that. But it also tells you about the history, like it's talking about salt, how salt was made. It's got about the pottery industry. So yeah, it's really nice. So much information and really nice little drawings. So yeah, the kids did a massive study using this book. But what I will say is obviously also check the details, because there might be some more information on the internet if you look. So number 3, you can't beat a good encyclopedia. We have got a maths, English, science, geography, history encyclopedias, and I just think they're really good to have handy so that you can quickly look up, and then obviously there's other ways to look up some more knowledge, like internet sites, YouTube, different things like that. But a good encyclopedia atlas is perfect for your main learning. This is also from Usborne, so a really good maker of books if you're after some good books. And I like this because it's quite a thick book. It's got everything in. It's got weather, it's got food, it's got cultures, it's got religion, so many different things, and it's really colourful. And yeah, you'll find absolutely loads, like you've got traditions, what they do, so much. But like I said, this is really good to have on hand. Maybe not for smaller kids, I'm sure these are more simpler encyclopedia, but this is definitely good for myself and the teens. It's got some internet links in as well, so yeah, that's another good one. So this one is a little bit like that other one we saw, the big book of the UK, because I got a couple of UK books so that we could get loads of information about where we live. So yeah, this one's really nice, and I like this one because it's slightly different. This has got like folklore, fascinations and facts from around the UK, so slightly different. Got a lot of history in this one as well. But yeah, things like that. So we're from the Midlands, so again you can look up where you're from, and just little facts. And these books as well, don't ever think you can just read these books and then that's it, you're done. These books are great, like I said, conversation starters. You can go on to look up more information, delve deeper into these facts. So I mean, these facts are just one sentence. You could write a whole page. You could even go deeper into it if the kids are older and do like a bit of an essay or a fact file, or just delve deeper into what it was all about. I do feel like history and geography are like quite blended anyway. So yeah, they've got the kings and queens. What else have we got? And I would say this is probably for, I mean, it's for everyone. I don't really put an age on books. So I'd probably say like 8, 9, 10, up to teens. I mean, I even enjoy reading these. So yeah, it's got authors as well, so loads of books there. I mean, it might even have, you could do all on these authors here. You could do like fact files, you could do art, you could draw a picture of them or look at their art in their books, like Enid Blyton and Roald Dahl, A.A. Milne, all stuff about Britain. So yeah, absolutely love that. Love the drawings as well. Massive fan of the illustrations. Unusual place names and strange laws of the land. The kids use this to look at some laws, some strange laws, and then they looked up some more. So like I said, it's a conversation starter, so where I would like sometimes be at a blank and be like, oh, what can we do, you can just look in these and just come up with further lessons, so you can extend the lessons and so on. So the last one, this is actually a new book. We got this a couple of weeks ago from the garden centre. Stranger Places. So this is brilliant. It says take a trip to the world's weirdest locations. So I love stuff like that, and it's really interesting because obviously we haven't travelled to that many countries. We haven't really travelled in our own country. We try and get away when we can, but sometimes you just can't, can you? And you certainly can't go to places like that are in this book. But what you can do is look at these places, so really weird, strange places around the world, and then have a look up on YouTube. And the kids found some really scary places and videos, and you'll get people who have either been there on the YouTube video or talking about it, doing a little bit of a documentary. So, I mean, there's places you'd never even hear of. So it's quite creepy. So maybe not for the kids that get scared easily. And obviously you'd have to check the videos yourself on YouTube. So yeah, they've got like forests, they've got mountains, caves, dolls of dread, swallowed by sand, freaky falls, deadly lakes, snake island, haunted houses. So anything like that, if you're into like horror or scary places or haunted places. So yeah, so the kids were looking up, let's see if I can find it, dolls of dread. I knew they'd go for this one straight away, some creepy dolls. So yeah, they typed it in on YouTube, and this guy went there, and it was like a forest of all like dolls, what people had stuck to trees. I don't know if you can see that. Quite creepy. But yeah, there was a story behind it, and so the kids learnt about that, and they've never even heard of it. So yeah, absolutely love that. Loads of really scary things. So again, you could follow on from that, look it up on the internet or YouTube, or yeah, do some art. You could incorporate that into your art if you wanted to do some creepy art, or pictures of lakes and different things like that. So yeah, I like that one. I'm glad we got that. So thank you so much for watching, guys. That was just a little look at some books we've got on our shelves. I'm going to come back with some more, hopefully. I'm trying to do as many videos as I can when I've got time, but yeah, I've been so busy at the moment. But yeah, I'm going to come back, so if that's something you'd be interested in, or you want to see more home ed videos, I would love it if you told me in the comment section, or just say hi and tell me how long you've been homeschooling and what sort of things you learn about in your geography. Maybe you could give me some ideas, and I will see you in another video.